And the lowest stuff, what you know about the struggle, trying not for muscle. What you doing? Why do you put those pennies down? So you pick, yeah, put that penny down on the rope on that second squat. That's not a squat. Chest up, butt down. Now you pick them up. That's not a squat. You're looking straight at the ground. Your chest need to be up. And drop your butt lower than that. Open up the knees. You ain't practice it now time I sent that video? I know, but the first thing we got to do is correct the squat. It don't matter if we need to correct the squat. So now pick them up. We want to get lower than that, but I'll take it one at a time. Hey, each one is a squat. Try to keep that chest up. Good. Now you put them down one at a time on that pile. One at a time. So squat one at a time. Good. So it's going to be 6 pennies. Now you pick them up one at a time. Good. As you go down, you want to get lower and drop that butt lower and lower. There we go. Drop it lower and lower. I should see that logo. You keep bending down. Good. Open up. Now open up your knees. Yeah. Not your feet, your knees. Rotate the hips. Rotate your hips out. Now drop it all the way down. If you want your legs and your butt to grow, you got to get better at this squat. It's the most fundamental thing that we do. There we go. Place it. Get down deep. Open up. We need to get that inside. That's very confusing. I don't know what pile you dropping in. What's going on? Okay. Good. Try to get lower. Give a nigga yak attack. How you do that shit? How you know that shit? Good. Just like that. As you come up though, open up the knees, chest up, all legs. Good. We want to build the legs. Hey, even if you drop it, squat. Never bend down, please. I'm trying to, I don't know how else it says. Nat, you're looking straight at the ground. Look at me real quick. There's a difference between me doing this and me doing this. Ain't me doing that every time. At one point you gotta be like, all right, you drop it, come up. You keep doing that, then you doing that. All you're doing is switching it back. Good. Don't bend down. Even if you drop it, you gotta squat to pick it up. Good. Keep that chest up. Try to keep that chest up the whole time and go slow. You trying to speed through all of this stuff. It's not a speed thing. You're already skinny. You don't need to go fast. You need to go slow so you can grow. Slow mean growth. Fast mean lose weight. Trying to get through it quick is not helping you at all.
Hey, yo, man, you doing great.
I know it burns. That's how it's supposed to feel. Good. Get in there. Good. Drop it. Keep that chest up. Place them down. Place them. Don't place it down. just picked up three.
This is such a weird question, right? This is a weird question. But like, why? Is this normal? Like, when I'm working out, right? And it's hard. Like, I'm not an emotional, but it's not like I feel emotional. Why? Is that normal?
Yeah. What's the emotion you feel?
Yeah. Like, yeah, right? But I don't know why.
What's the emotion you feel?
I don't know. It's like, honestly, it feels like crying.
Because it's painful.
But is that why?
Yeah, your body releases different emotions and cope with pain. I was just saying, you know, you cut me off my answer. Go ahead.
What are you saying?
Your body, everybody deal with pain differently. So some people, you may want to cry, you may want to laugh, you may want to. Some people laugh off pain, some people cry it off, some people. So emotions, you're gonna release different emotions, but what it is the pain, right? So pain and pleasure come from the same place in the brain. At first it become painful, and then it will become pleasurable. So that's why you become emotional in the task, right? So right now it feel like a duty, it feel like a chore, something you don't really want to do, because that's just the first step. After that, you keep going, you'll find a rhythm, right? After you get a rhythm that's come through consistency, then that pain will turn to delight and joy. You actually will like it. It's okay, now it's feeling good. Then from there, that will turn into desire. Like, damn, I want to go to the gym. I need it. You know, something that you build yourself to. And then after that, that's when it really becomes discipline. So, and all of those things, the emotions, everything we saying, the pleasure or the pain come from the same part of the brain. So why you become emotional, if you could press that button right there, the one that looked jacked up. Yeah, press it. Press it one more time. Good. So that's why you feel emotional. So right now it's just, it feels like a sense of duty. You're like, damn, I know I have to do this shit, but I don't really want to do it. It's kind of like a chore. It's like looking at your house, like walking in your house and it's dirty as fuck,
Yeah.
right? But you know you have to clean that shit, but you don't really want to clean it.
Right.
You still gonna do it, but it's like, damn, I don't want to do it. That's what a duty is. So right now we're just in a sense of duty, right? And that's all it is. And it's just like, fuck, I'm here, I paid, this shit hard, but I gotta get it done. So it's like you're forcing yourself to do something that, not to say you don't want to do, it's just very
That's hard,
hard,
yeah.
right? So now the body's just gonna release emotions to kind of cope with the pain. Me? I've been through those emotions already.
So you experienced that.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe I did and I didn't know. So I was already conditioned to do physical activity, right? So it was a different. I had different things. Like y'all continue while I talk. Go
Yeah,
ahead.
yeah, yeah,
It's different things. Maybe so, and it's two sides. So I endured this pain when I was an athlete. Like I played football, so
yeah. That makes sense.
I probably endured that pain and went through that emotion. But the sense of duty probably aligned with fun, or I'm just young, so I did it. After I stopped playing football, I went through this transition where I started exercising, and that emotion maybe was it was painful, but I did this transition because I used to smoke a lot of weed, and then I wasn't playing football anymore, but I still was on scholarship, so I had to force myself to go to the gym outside of playing football on my own, which was maybe painful, but it was a sense of duty, like I have to get something done, right? So, and then through the transition, um, through my consistency, I built a rhythm. Through the rhythm, then that's when you're on autopilot. Once you're on autopilot, then you find delight in it. Like, yeah, this shit hard, but I like it, right? So it's like that's where the delight come in. So now, uh, first you at duty, it's a chore. Then just this consistency. So I've been through those emotions, you know. Maybe I've been through it to a part where like I didn't have to pay. So it's like at first, like when it's like, damn, bro, I don't really want to do this shit, but I really don't want to waste my money. You'll have a lot of emotions in that. Like, damn, I really don't want to be here, but I already invested,
Right.
you know. So in the back of your head, that's probably the emotion that's like you feeling like whatever is like.
Like my body is like that. Yeah. Like my mind wants to, but like my body's like,
Your body like, yo, why the fuck
you're
you?
killing me.
Yeah, like why you putting us through this shit, right?
Yeah.
So that's what pain is, right? And the brain, the same thing. It's called a triad. It's a triad. The triad is the yin and the yang, the two opposites. The same thing in the brain that produce pleasure, enjoyable. The same thing that produce pain, because it's a balance, right? So, so right now you're doing pain. When the body like, yo, I want pleasure. So it wants to be balanced. It's like, yo, I want to go sit down on the couch type shit. So on the inside, you just screaming like, damn, I really, whatever's going on.
That's so real. Yeah.
Yeah,
It's like fighting my paradigm.
it is.
That's what it is.
And that's just the thing between somebody getting over the hump. When you'll see somebody, people in the gym, you're like, yo, why the fuck these motherfuckers so happy to go to the gym and this and that? While you like, damn, why I can't be like that?
Right.
And it's because it's just a sense of duty right now in the time. Right?
Wow. This is deep as hell.
No, that's I ain't gonna lie, like,
What?
how do you feel like a different type of way, like all, and like whenever I work out, like I'm always felt like a different type of way.
While you're working out? Yeah.
So like I'll be thinking like, damn, am I the only one who like that is so weird, like myself?
Right? I had to say that. But yeah.
But like not like emotional, like
Anger?
no.
What?
Lazy.
No.
What?
But like as soon as I'm done working out,
You
I'm
feel
like,
good. It's like a high.
So what that high is serotonin. What serotonin is the what serotonin is the hormone that the body releases when you done something that you're proud of. So serotonin is the happy hormone, right? And that's different from dopamine. Dopamine, yeah, what you need to produce hormones. No, estrogen is a hormone. You need fat. Fat produces hormone. Dietary fat. See, people so scared to eat fat because they think fat gets you fat, which is not.
but does it fact you said like give you estrogen?
Huh?
How about my sweating? Like I sweat so much.
What that just means either a couple of things, that you're hydrated or your body wants to release the water from a lifestyle. So like your body holds on to water as an act of inflammation. If you're inflamed, right? Inflammation comes from a lot of stuff: stress, One stressor is if we drinking liquor and shit. Another stressor is if we have a bad diet. So that's why the belly would come inflamed. That's why you need a detox to like release the colon, or just like a number of things, not just one thing, like bad food, alcohol, um, cortisol, which is the stress that your body releases if you lack sleep, if you're tired, if you're not getting rested. So yeah, so because the baby, right?
Yeah.
So cortisol, and then epinephrine. Epinephrine is like adrenaline. So the fight or flight mode. So people who got high cortisol most likely going to have high adrenaline, because if I'm tired, now I need caffeine products and shit to make me stay awake because I'm already tired. And that's constant stress on the body, right? So what happens when you stress, your body do things to make yourself want to heal. Inflammation, right? So that's mostly going to be in the midsection. So like prime example, what's inflammation? Inflammation is the body protecting itself. So it's going to make you hold on to water. To give you a better example, if you sprain your ankle, it's going to swell up.
Right.
Because the body like, yo, we hurt, you need to stay off it.
Right.
Right? And then the swollen ankle is just, it's like, it's a lot of things, a lot of blood, but it's a lot of fluid.
Right.
Right? And
Yeah.
that's just water that the body's holding on to try to protect you. Same thing in the gut. You feel me? A lot of people, they inflame in their gut. They don't understand why. It's because of stress. Maybe the stress of eating, the stress of drinking liquor, the stress of...
So liquor is stressing your body out.
Liquor's poison.
What?
Why when I tell this to people, they be like, oh my God, you don't know liquor not good? It's what it is, but it's poison. The thing is, and I remember I researched this. I researched it. I researched it. Like just this last week, I'm like, all right, so the reason why I be researching, I researched a lot of stuff.
I love that, yeah.
The reason I know about this more specifically is because this my 7th week being like sober, right? I haven't smoked. I used to be a big time smoker. I smoked hella weed. I haven't smoked a joint in 7 weeks, right?
Yeah.
Next week will be 8 weeks. And I remember my homeboy asked me this question. He said, "Damn, is it hard?" Like, and I'm like, hell no, it's easy. Cause I like the fitness life and stuff like that, right?
Totally.
And it's like the smoking and the drinking is kind of like it's contradicting to this lifestyle. So it's just like, damn. So I'm like, yo, why is it so hard to live a sober lifestyle? You know, why is it? And it's because it's widely accepted. Just think about liquor. Liquor is promoted.
That's so true.
It's promoted. It's everywhere. Every party, this and that, and then it's like facts. It's like it's a, and then it's more social. Like it's a social setting. You don't drink.
What? You don't drink? Because everyone drinks, like when I go out and everyone's drinking, yeah. That's
So
true. It's like socially like normal. Yeah.
so now it's like even so much on just the liquor side is like, why would one, it's like, though, how did we get into this stuff? Why is it so widely accepted? Because it's like, you don't want to be an outcast, right? And then it's like, if you see somebody having fun, it's, you want to have fun too.
Yeah.
It's contagious, right? You're like, damn, I'll take a shot and this and that, and then it develops into whatever it is, right? I was just talking to my mom's husband, so funny. And I'm like, I went to college 7 years. I said, yo, college is the worst place you could send your kid. Because, yeah, luckily I had a scholarship, right? They paid for my school. But it's like, you come out of debt, you come out an addict, people go there, drink and smoke and do all type of drugs. You come out a sex addict, you all fucking and shit. And then guess what? That degree you got, you can't even get a job. Because you ain't got no experience. So you in debt, you start being a user, because college is, people drink like a fish. What? College is so acceptable, and it's all underage drinking and shit. As soon as you go to college, you start drinking. They don't even give a fuck about your age.
Right.
They don't give a fuck.
I heard two people in politics say this. Like one said he doesn't control the FDA right now, but he said that when he was in college, he became a heroin addict in college. And then Judge Judy or some shit, she was saying that she became a judge because she partied. She originally went to college to be a doctor. She partied so much at Harvard that her dad was like, if you fail in the class, So it's
Yeah.
actually pretty true.
It is true. It is true. And even with that heroin shit, I'm like, I remember I went and did some research on that. I'm like, yo, because number one, I never seen heroin before, right?
Either.
And I'm like, yo, why? It's like the most biggest drug.
Yeah.
It's like bigger than, it's like right up on the coke type shit, right? Coke,
Really?
coke just a, right? You would know. And it's like, and it's like, I'm like, yo, how the fuck? I'm like, yo, I never seen somebody sell it. I never seen nobody use it. I'm like, how? I'm like, how is it everywhere? And then it's like people in the hood, you know, they call it like dog food and shit like that, right? And I'm like, who the fuck buying this shit? And I remember nigga be like, well, you would never know, boy, this and that. So I went down the rabbit hole. I'm like, how does one become a heroin addict? And it's from opioids, right? Opioids is pharmaceuticals. When people like go to their doctor and their doctor prescribes them that shit, they get hooked on that shit.
Right.
So it's like when you can't get it from the doctor no more, the same shit that's like oxys and all that is like that's that same high. So it's like, you know, heroin is bigger in the suburbs.
Yeah.
It's not no
Yeah.
it's not no like little people type shit. Cause you, number one, you ain't got enough money to afford that shit.
Yeah.
Number two is like that's on some different type of high.
Yeah.
Like in the hood, you ain't gonna never see coke and you ain't gonna never see heroin for
Right.
real. I'm like, bro, how the fuck people? I'm like, yo, I never seen it. I've never seen nobody sell it. I never seen nobody use it, but it's all over the place, right? And it's just like that. It's if y'all ever see this, I was watching this Netflix series. It was called something called Oxycontin. Oxycontin is a drug that they took off the shelf because it was like this special drug, time release painkiller, right? And it's supposed to be this wonder drug that get everybody right. That shit had America in a fucking chokehold. They was prescribing it crazy, and then how the person who invented it, it was too good. So it's like, it's supposed to be a time release thing. So if I'm supposed to pop off, right, it's supposed to release slowly over time. But the high was so, remember, pain and pleasure is two sides of the same. The high was so good that when people pop it again, when they come down, they're like, damn, I need two now. You feel me? So they'll pop it again, then people start crushing it. So now it's no time release. So when you crush it and you take it like that, it's like, yeah, people, and it was like, people was doing crackhead type stuff, selling their fridge and that stuff off prescription type drugs, right? So now, and then then they'll tap into the heroin and shit. It's like, yeah, fuck. But let's get back to the damn, what was we talking about before? The pain and the alcohol, sober life. So even now I'm like, yo, why is it so hard for it to be so, because it's just so easily accepted, right? And it's so widely accepted. And honestly, America promotes that shit. The world promotes that shit, rather.
The world.
Right. So now it's like, even with liquor, you're like, damn, how it's so hard to not drink? It's drink on your birthday, on Valentine's Day, during the Super Bowl, but all that stuff, all that's dinner. You have a glass of wine, you know. You know, cocktail, and that's what you got to do. And all this stuff, somebody profiting off pain all the time, right? Somebody always profiting off of pain. So now it's like, it's kind of reversed. Like, we got to promote this stuff that causes pain because everybody going to get a little piece. The liquor company going to get a piece. The doctor going to get a piece. Pharmaceutical going to get a piece. Until you die. Then they're going to get somebody else hooked. It's just like the cigarettes. I remember before, I'm like, yo, why the fuck they keep selling cigarettes if they know how thing it is? Because when they users go, they advertise a different type of users, right? And I'm like, yo, who the fuck smoking this shit? Middle schoolers. Middle school. Cigarette. But yeah, what you think? But now it's vaping.
Isn't there nicotine in that too?
Yeah. But so now it's vape. Like, they got. Nah, they never get rid of cigarettes. Vape just came and took over that shit. So all of that shit lines up to inflammation because we stressing the body.
I stopped smoking, right? I haven't smoked since I gave birth. And I find myself like, damn, I want to blunt. But I stopped. It's hard. Like, yeah.
How long?
Makes you lazy.
Yeah, I do.
Makes you mad, lazy. That's why, like, I can't work out.
It makes you hella lazy. Me too. I'm more productive and I do more
Yeah.
shit when I don't smoke. And then you could kind of you can kind of justify because you're like it's not that addictive. It is.
It is.
Yeah.
It is so addictive.
It's two things that I know with the when you're a chronic weed smoker. Number one, it dictates your appetite. Number two, your
Yes.
sleep. If you don't smoke, you're gonna have insomnia.
Yes.
You know, and then it's very very irritable.
Yes.
Very irritable.
Bro, literally, I have so many exes that's like, they don't smoke. It's like a little crack weed, like a little weed. I'm like, are you okay?
Oh, for real. Everything will make you like irritable. And then even I know when I used to burn, right? I used to be like, oh, as soon as I burn, my shoulder just go. Then you like, fuck it. You're like, I don't give a fuck.
It like makes you not care. Like,
You don't care.
you don't care.
So, but all those things cause stress, right? And then if we're chronically stressed, then the body's inflamed. So like even now, let's go back to why you sweating so much. Your body
Yeah.
just releasing that water. All inflammation is just water you're just holding on to, right? So like say you feel puffy in your face,
Oh my god, that's me.
that's water. Puffy in your midsection, that's water. It's not necessarily fat. You feel me? Even like puffy in your back, because everybody hold water in different places.
Yes.
Huh? So it's like the body holds on to water from anything.
We're like 70% water.
We're all water. We like water, right? So drinking water, eating food, anything. It's like now your body hold it. You're supposed to perspirate, right? That's sweat. Then you urinate. So you're supposed to eliminate all this water, but if you stress, your body holding on to water now.
Maybe that's why I feel emotional low key. Because like I don't have any other form of release stress. I like whatever day my, you know what I'm saying?
That's it too.
Yeah. I think that's what it is too. Like I'm like releasing shit.
Because now that pain, the pain
Yeah.
that you're putting yourself through, because you got to understand, and then you're releasing stress is good because now you're putting your body through a state of discomfort. We're in a society now where we're always comfortable. We're never uncomfortable,
It's true.
right?
Yeah.
So humans are great as seeking pleasure,
Yeah.
conserving energy, and avoiding pain.
Yes.
But to be honest, that's killing us.
That's so true.
That's
so
why
true.
you do things that's uncomfortable to make you more resilient. It makes you stronger, right? And
So true.
that's the real effect of actually working out and putting the body in motion. Aesthetics and vanity is just a side effects of being uncomfortable.
Wow.
So it's two sides. When you see the people who they just ripping and running and they all joyous and they releasing serotonin, and if you do it a lot, you can kind of start releasing dopamine from working out. And then you see the other people who's dreading it because one person is chasing aesthetics and vanity when the other person is their pleasure. And they having aesthetics and vanity as a result. So when you see this person on the internet, you're like, goddamn, they go to the gym every day. I wish I could be like that. It's like they actually like the discomfort.
My cousin's like that. She loves it. Like, yeah.
So it's not so remember what discipline is, and look, it's like, where my shirt at? I researched all this shit. I just don't be talking bullshit. Yeah.
You have a class.
Welcome to Falconer
I know, it's
Fitness.
like a whole fucking conference.
It is. It is.
Like literally.
So look, this is my rebrand. Falconer Fitness University, right?
I love that.
They say Falconer Fitness. So, discipline. How does one get discipline versus duty?
That's crazy. We're just talking about this shit.
Then you rhythm through consistency. Then you find a delight. You feel good, and then it's a desire. Now you're like, I gotta go to the gym.
How crazy is that?
It's not crazy. It just makes sense. That's when I established my business.
Wow.
You like that, ain't it?
This is actually way deeper than working out.
It is. It is. So it's like you got to be uncomfortable. And even I'm doing all I do, y'all. I swear to God, outside when I'm finished training my clients, I be reading my little books. I got my little library, and then I just be listening to these little podcasts and stuff. And this lady, I was listening to this podcast today when I was doing my cardio, and I just bought the book. This lady just bought a book, wrote a book about dopamine, right? So the word dope, people don't know what the word dopamine. When you hear dope and dopamine, you think of drugs, that dope, da da da. But whatever it makes you release, it makes you release. They probably listening. I don't know. Nah, ain't none Instagram. We ain't got no Instagram. It's people from Pakistan. That's YouTube.
What's this one? Facebook? What's
TikTok.
this?
So when you do things, your body releases dopamine, right? So it's a pleasure. Dopamine. Remember, dopamine is the thing that releases dopamine is things that's pleasurable. Remember, the same thing that produces pleasure is the same thing that produces pain. So like alcohol is a pleasure thing, right? After you drink alcohol, how you feel the next day?
Like shit.
Like
I feel
shit.
exhausted.
You feel like shit, right? It's a lot of pain, right? And it's just the opposite side of it. And then so when the body's in pleasure, it has to bring itself back to homeostasis, which is pain. But then when your body in pain, it has to bring its body, it's like, damn, we in pain, we're suffering, we need pleasure. So it's an ongoing trap. So after you get over the hangover and you feeling low or you feel out of it, it's like, let me go get that pleasure again. Especially like with the weed. Or the more, like I remember for years I didn't understand why they say pornography is so detrimental to you. I'm like, how? Because that's a pleasure trap. After you do porn and then you masturbate or whatever, after you masturbate, you're like, yo, I'm so disgusted.
Right.
You're like, why the fuck did I even do that? Right? And then, shut your ass up, no you don't. But even if you like, especially if you watch porn, you're like, damn, or you don't feel disgusted, you're like, well, why am I doing this? But then you go back. Well, not everyone, but it's some people who are addicts.
Yeah.
Like they addicts, and especially it's just people who probably, I don't know the type of people, but they may not be as attractive. They may not in contact with the opposite sex like that. So these are more likely the people that's gonna be addicts on this stuff, right? You know what I'm saying? They searching for that opposite sex interaction. They really not getting it in their daily life, or they probably don't know how to talk to people, or the opposite sex not looking at them like that. So they probably not even having sex at all. Those people are more prone to get hooked on pornography and then hooked in like masturbation, because you got to think about it. It's a pleasure, because it's instant. You don't have to work for it. Versus the opposite. So like, I like sex, but I like to work for it. Like meaning, I'm gonna go out, I'm gonna talk to the girl, I'm gonna this and that, and then if I get it, it's good. So it's a lot of work for a little bit of reward. Versus porn and no work, straight pleasure. And so you can get addicted. Nah, for sure. It's like the book and shit. I'm listening to the lady. I'm like, damn. And even I was getting to a part when they was talking about being addicted to porn, and the guy, he wanted to make a big thing because he did a previous episode about porn, and they was talking about males, and they was like, yo, they need to talk about women in porn, women, and it's like.
But there are some women that are like freaked out.
That too, but yeah, but even you got to understand. So it's called the motivational triad, right? People ain't shit in general. So, but just imagine somebody who's been fucked over by guys and they still like that pleasure. It's like, I ain't finna deal with this. I ain't finna deal with a guy that's gonna crush me. So I'd rather get my pleasure through this. Versus they're not as motivated to go out and seek the guy, because it's like he gonna fuck with and then go try to fuck another girl and this and that. So you don't even want to go through that heartache or that distrust, or you like go down that hole of, you probably don't even want to deal with guys right now because they fucking assholes. Everybody assholes, but I was seeing how most likely women, they were like, I don't even finna put my time with you and this and that because I'm looking for something here. You don't want that. So I'd rather go get my pleasure over here anyway.
And on top of that, I think that people look for pleasure where they are in pain. So
It's the opposite. I mean, it's the balance.
Yeah.
So when I'm in pain, the body like, yo, I'm in pain.
Right.
We need to be balanced. I need pleasure.
And the fucked up part about that is the fact that what I That's the only way.
Right.
The only way to take away pain with pain.
So pleasure already come back to pain. So like alcohol. If you hurt, you drink alcohol, which is gonna make you worse. If you hurt, you're gonna do drugs, which is gonna make you worse.
Pleasure is an illusion.
It's,
It keeps you trapped.
so human made pleasure is the one that causes pain the most.
Yeah.
So things like drugs, alcohol, pornography, this and that. So it's like outside of pornography, sex don't make you feel as low because it's a lot of work for a little bit of pleasure, right?
Yeah.
Versus porn, which is instant gratification. Or so like, say exercise. Exercise is a lot of work for a little bit of pleasure. So you feels good about it, right?
Yeah, I honestly, I feel lighter around
You feel good. You know, it's a lot of work. So it's those instant things that really will be most detrimental to us, right? So, and then it all causes stress, right? So, you know,
it's a paradox.
it is. But you got to understand the reason why you're like, yo, why the fuck they won't teach us this stuff? Because it's profit off of pain.
Right.
Somebody
That's so
profiting
crazy
off
to
pain.
me, like,
So like, they might shut my shit down, but I swear they be blocking my shit. They be blocking my shit when they be talking about this. They be blocking that shit.
This is dangerous to this fact that they built.
It is. So it's like, just think about it. I would never go to a hospital or a doctor unless it's a trauma. Meaning, if you get in an accident or you need surgery or something. Everything else,
Yeah.
no, because it's medical, right?
Yeah.
Medical, pharmaceutical, all this shit causes more pain. Doctor, and then everybody getting a check. If I really tell you some shit as a doctor to get you well, why you need me? How I'm gonna get bread?
Exactly.
I done went to school for 25 years. Fuck, I'm gonna tell you some shit. So it's like people like Dr. Sabby, they kill off. Cause the nigga really healing. You healing. You ain't really doing something that just make me feel good real quick. So it's called the root cause protocol. So it's like whatever the root is, once you fix the root, now all the branches and shit is dumbed down, right? They just cure the branches with a little something. So like, think of like, if you're depressed, they not trying to find out the reason why you're depressed and fix that. They gonna give you a pill,
Yeah.
write you a prescription,
Yeah.
which that shit gonna make you even more depressed,
Yeah.
more sad.
Yeah.
Then they're gonna give you a stronger one.
That's why psychiatrists, I don't really understand why psychiatrists exist. It's like they just give out medication.
Money,
A psychologist is like they need talk therapy, but psychologists,
psychiatrist,
psychiatrists, they're prescribing medicine.
for money.
That's crazy. How are you helping someone?
They helping themselves.
Right.
And then even deeper, how that shit work is like, say you a doctor,
Yeah.
right? Say you a doctor. Say I'm a drug company. I done made this drug. I'm gonna come to you. I'm gonna be like, Poker, I got this new drug. Everybody who fall under this, you gonna prescribe them that shit. And I'm gonna cut you a check out the gate. Now you more motivated to, oh, your head hurt? Take this shit. Oh, your back hurt? Take this shit. The pharmaceutical is called Big Pharma. They the biggest drug dealers in the world. These little niggas on the street ain't got shit on them. And that what's crazy is, who the two most important people that people listen to in their life? They pastor and they doctor.
Yeah.
You don't question them motherfuckers.
That's true. That's true shit. That's true shit.
You don't question your doctor and you don't question your pastor. You'll question everybody else. Not them two.
Yo.
It's
That's so true.
so, yeah. Yeah. All right, well, I'm gonna give y'all 3 more minutes, and then wherever you picking the pennies up for 3 more minutes, and then we'll be done. You ain't done. I don't know what you got going on. All right, put those in the bucket and pick all those pennies up, then you'll be done. No more dropping. All right, so no more dropping. Let's just pick up every penny, then we'll be done. Your legs need them.
Let's go. That shit hurt.
Look, after all this pain, you're gonna have so much pleasure. You should have. So one at a time, you got it. Yeah. And that's just it.
I was so weak. I was like, you got to stop.
Nah, for sure. Even just, I just understand that. See, even now, it's like, it's not all about coming in here and beating you up and be like, yo, you got to do this. I got to be able to break it down why you feel like that, why you want to do this. How come I'm not as motivated
Right.
to do it? And then even with motivation, for years, this month, the 16th, it's February 17th, rather. This is the 9th year I had the gym, right?
Oh, wow.
And so many people came to this building off motivation. So many people pay me bread off motivation. But motivation is just a feeling. You can see a body of somebody like, you're like, oh shit, I want to go there and pay your bread. But then that feeling go away. You're like, oh shit.
Yeah.
Now you're stuck.
Yeah.
Now that shit too hard. And then it's like, it's just like anything. Like you could be on the TV, see a commercial, you see pizza. You're like, oh shit, I want to buy a pizza. That's the same thing, right? You're motivated to do it. But how does one get, discipline is what's going to bring you in. Discipline is what you bring you to the gym every day. So it's not just about saying, oh, you need to be disciplined. How does one get disciplined? And for years, it took me 9 years, but now I could really break that shit down. At first, that shit hard. It's just a duty. It's a chore. If you continue, no, for sure. That's why we need an
But
external
I look in the
partner.
mirror all the time. And like, I'm like, oh my God, my back back. And
I was like, two squats, and be like, okay.
I was like, I gotta go to the gym.
So
The
even,
lipo, that's a good example. I was thinking about, I'm gonna say fucking get lipo. How about that?
so
That's lazy.
lipo. So look, the body, every cell in the body requires energy. Every cell.
Okay.
So we have fat cells.
Yeah.
Our fat cells are important. Once you
Okay.
gain fat, it's not that you didn't gain any, like, the fat cells just go from being small to being big, right? So everybody has fat cells. Skinny people, we have all these cells in the body that are called fat cells, right?
Yeah.
So if you're putting too much energy in the body, then those cells become bigger,
Okay.
right? Once you start to lose weight, those cells become smaller. But the
Okay.
reason why those cells are important is because they determine your metabolism, just how muscle do,
Okay.
right? So just imagine, the fat is just like muscles. When you build muscle, they become bigger.
Right.
It's smaller. It's not like you can take your muscle out.
Yeah.
So what happens is when we do things like lipo, we're taking away those cells that we need to boost our metabolism. So say if you're doing lipo and you're taking those cells out, now when you do the energy, you don't have enough cells to use the energy. That, to be honest, so now your metabolism is going even down, and now you're more likely to gain more weight because you can't use the energy more efficiently. So to be honest, it's like people who get a lot of lipo,
Yeah.
now their metabolism is in the toilet.
And that's what honestly, that's so true. That most of my friends have like 3 rounds of BBL, and they be gaining weight. Like they're big. Like they're on
Right.
the bigger side. As when we first met, they were small. That's so bad.
And it's because those cells aren't there to regulate the metabolism anymore, right? You don't have them. So now when you eat and stuff and the energy is in the body, those cells that you would use to grab onto it and use it, because you got to remember, fat is just the energy that the body store for later, right?
Right.
That's all it is. So now it's never a later for individuals who do that. So it's like they're not putting
So
themselves,
those are gone forever?
if you took them out, yeah. So,
Honestly, you're right. Because that's what got me. Like once the fat cells removed in that area, they can't come back.
no, they don't. You're not listening to what I'm saying.
Or the
Stop. How your friend know? Okay, I'm trying to teach you something. No, it don't go to other places. You have fat cells everywhere. Once you get fat, those cells become bigger. It's not like your fat is moved. It's not a butt transfer.
So basically, the energy that would go into her stomach is not going to her face.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. So if you used to hold fat right here,
Yeah.
now you're gonna hold fat somewhere else because that's where the fat cells at. You feel me? So it's not like your fat moving. It's not. You're just gonna
Yeah,
hold more
yeah,
energy
sure.
right here. So if you used to hold it right here, or if you used to hold it right here, once you take it out, now it's gonna hold somewhere else. You're gonna start holding under your eye. You're gonna start holding on the back of your head. You're gonna start holding it right here. Yeah, even when you wake up and you like more puffy, it's because now you're holding it there. And then you got to do everything so your body can use that energy. Remember, fat is just energy that the body stores for later. The only way your body uses it is in discomfort. You got to walk a little bit more. You got to move a little bit more. So and then people who got money they most in trouble because they're like, I ain't finna work out. I'm gonna just go get it again. I'm gonna go get it again. I'm gonna go get it again. So it's like, damn,
It's true.
you know.
That's good.
So like, even it's nothing against it, but if I go to the office, I be seeing people with hard stomachs,
Yes.
and I have about 10 rounds of fucking lipo.
Yes. The fascia. That's just trying to get rid of.
Fats. So no, you can't get rid of fat. You know what fascia is?
Scar tissue.
No, fascia is. So you ever cleaned chicken before?
Yeah.
You know the little membrane that you pull off the chicken?
Yeah.
That's fascia to hold the muscle together. So look, the muscle is right here and then the skin is right here. So up under the fat is in between the skin and the fascia, right? You need the fascia to hold the muscle and everything together. That's the body. So if you take away all the fat, all you go see is the fascia. Like the skin is next to, that's why it's so hard and it's not curvy and shit like that no more. It's like a turtle shell.
Wow.
I'm dead
No,
ass.
that's not true though. That's not.
No.
People should know this. I thought this was like podcast.
Don't worry, Falconer Fitness University finna crank up.
Like people didn't know this. Like
It's coming.
And you say you listen to your podcast?
you should probably do one.
It's
You
coming.
have a lot of things in your head. Let them see it right now.
I'm doing my research. Gotta do your research first.
For 9 years.
For 9 years?
Huh?